Okay, welcome to another Thursdays with the Mayor. I'm going to go over real quick a few things going on in our city and then address an issue that popped up this week that I think is going to be important to everybody. And we'll finish this thing up. First of all, we've got a city council meeting coming up at 6 p.m. on Monday. The city council and staff, I want everybody to know, are currently working hard on the city budget for future meeting discussions. This meeting will primarily focus on a public hearing and a couple of ordinances. I'll be announcing my first board and commission appointments with more to come in the following meeting. There's still a couple of spots left. If you're interested in serving on a board, please come down to the city office and fill out an application, because we'd love to have more citizens involved in our boards and commissions. We're going to move on real quick to the Micro-TIF open house that occurred, what was that, Tony? Tuesday night? Tuesday night we were there. I want to thank everybody who came out to the Micro-TIF open house. I think there was probably about 30 or 40 citizens there inquiring about the Micro-TIF program that we initiated here in Hastings. We had good information about the process, and it's now open for applications. So if you are interested at all, learn more about it. Let's get applications filled out and let's get this program rolling. As a reminder, there are a few requirements for you to participate. First, your property needs to be in one of the city's blighted and substandard areas. Secondly, the property needs to have been in the city limits for 60 years. Thirdly, the value of the finished project needs to be $350,000 or less. And I never have liked that blighted and substandard areas. I wish that they would have announced that at the state level as an opportunity area, because it really is a great opportunity for citizens to take advantage of some good funding opportunities, some tax-deferred funding to develop your property. And I really wish they would have just called that an opportunity area, because most of the areas blighted and substandard just gives us a negative connotation, and I think opportunity would have been a better wording for that. But that's what they call it, and that's what we're going with. If you're interested in Micro-TIF for a residential project, please reach out to your Development Services Department at 402-461-2331, and they can help you get started with that process. There's a lot of questions right now, and they'll walk you through it, but it really is a good program. And I think we're taking 15 applications. So get down there and get this thing filed for if you want to increase the value of your property. We'll get some help for that. Let's move on to Libs Park Splash Pad. The Libs Park Splash Pad is nearly ready. I just went by there the other day, and it had a little bit of a setback in the recent rain. The sod couldn't be laid on Tuesday as scheduled, but we do anticipate the opening of the splash pad at Libs Park to be later on next week. The Parks and Rec Department will keep everybody informed as the opening day nears, but we're getting close to the splash pad at Libs Park. Let's move on to utility access. You know, everybody's excited about that. Carl Block and I had a little meeting 2 weeks ago to explain the process and what's going on with utility access, and I'd like to give everybody an update. The new utility access bill portal is now live. As part of that, everyone is receiving a new customer ID. Please contact customer service by calling 402-463-1371 or emailing customersservice@cityofhastings.org. Once again, that's customerservice@cityofhastings.org to verify and confirm your account number and customer ID. Also keep in mind that anyone who has the formal bill processing phone number saved will need to update that. The new number is 1-833-361-2977. Once again, it's 1-833-361-2977. Saved bookmarks in customers' browsers will also need to be updated. All customers will need to go to cityofhastings.org to get the new payment portal. If you have any questions about how this payment option works, you can call Hastings Utilities at normal business hours, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Once again, that number is 402-463-1371. And so far, things are going smooth with the transition, but make sure you call them or email customer service at cityofhastings.org or customer service or the customer service department. Get a hold of them to make those updates. We're going to move on to some summer reading. The Hastings Public Library Summer Reading Program kicked off with a block party on Saturday. Summer reading goes through the end of July. You can still register either in person or at the library or online through the Beanstack app and read for fun and prizes. Let's move on from the library to the Hastings Museum. Woolly animals, one of my favorite topics. The Hastings Museum will play host to Wild Wonders, Woolly Animals, 2 to 4 p.m. on Saturday. The Rural Ranchers 4-H Club will be bringing lambs to the museum. During this family program, discover the magic of wool and how it protects sheep from the elements. The cost is $4 plus paid admission or museum membership. The museum is still looking for participants to register. The deadline is noon on Friday. We need 10 participants by noon on Friday to make sure the program happens. So please, if you're interested at all, go down and learn a little bit about some woolly animals, and I think the kids will have a great time. So get on that as quick as we can. Also, real quick with the museum, the Hollywood movie times are being changed beginning tomorrow to 7 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Now, these were previously at 6:15 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. They are being changed to 7 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So please keep that in your notes. Let's see. Let's go to the Czech Festival. Saturday will be the 49th Annual Czech Festival, organized by South Central Nebraska Czechs. It'll be 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Hastings Eagles Club, which I'm a member, so you might see me down there. That's at 107 North Denver Avenue if you haven't been there. Pick up some kolaches, eat an authentic Czech meal during lunchtime, and listen to an accordion jam. So, now, that'll be interesting. I haven't ever had an accordion jam yet, so I haven't listened to one, so I might try to slip down there and see what that's all about. Please join me in that at the Eagles Club, and that once again is 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. Let's go back in time here. I wanted to get to one last thing before we leave today. And my notes say, while I was attending the meeting on Tuesday night this week that was for the Micro-TIF, I was approached and then subsequently called by around 30 concerned citizens or so thus far. The subject was the tax assessment they received in the mail on Monday. And I wanted to take, just a brief moment to share the fact that I received the same notice of an incremental increase in my property tax from the county as well. The county, I want to let everybody know that the county has provided citizens with a good way of protesting the valuation increase, and I would like to share it with my fellow citizens right from my computer. So Tony, if you will, pop this up, and we'll get right to it. We pulled up the Adams County, Nebraska 2025 Property Valuation Protest information. And where'd you find this, Tony?
AdamsCountyNE.gov.
AdamsCountyNE.gov. Okay? So, if you're going to protest that valuation, you go to Nebraska, what was it again?
AdamsCountyNE.gov.
And the filing period is from June 1st to June 30th, 2025. I'm going to read this right off my computer along with everybody so you get the information because it's really laid out well for you here. Protest forms must be received between the dates of June 1st and June 30th, 2025. No early or late forms will be accepted. Filings received outside of this window will be dismissed. So get your protests in on time if you feel that your valuation is too high. If mailing your protest, there must be a postmark date no later than June 30th, 2025, so you can mail it. What to file? You file Form 422 and 422A can be found at the following locations. In person at the Adams County Clerk's Office, 500 West 4th Street, Suite 109 in Hastings, downtown. Online at Adams County website, www.adamscountyne.gov, or Nebraska Department of Revenue website, www.revenue.nebraska.gov. Where to file? You can file in person at the Adams County Clerk's Office, 500 West 4th Street, Suite 109, downtown here in Hastings. Or you can file by mail at the Adams County Clerk, 500 West 4th Street, 109, Hastings, Nebraska, 68901. So you can go down in person or you can mail it. You can also email. You email the clerk at adamscountyne.gov. Once again, clerk at adamscountyne.gov. Please read the instructions on the back of the filing form and fill out the form in its entirety. Forms lacking required information will be dismissed. Each property being protested requires a filing form. So, you've got places to file, I've given you what to file, where to file. Please, if you wish to do that, they've laid out some good information for you here. It'll actually go down and say what to include with your protest. After your protest form is filed, what to do in a waiting period. It says once your protest is filed, a hearing time with the Adams County Board of Equalization will be scheduled. Prior to that hearing time, the Adams County Assessor's Office may contact you regarding your protest. So if you go through and read this information, please, if you feel like you want to proceed with this, I've laid it out for you. Hopefully we can give this information to everybody so you can understand, so nobody's in the dark out there. I'd like everybody to get down and take care of their business there at the courthouse if they need to. And hopefully everybody has a great day, and we'll see you in about 2 weeks. Thank you.